Hello and welcome to the Joy of Cooking. I am Aishwarya Sunil Bivalkar and today I'll be sharing with you all 6 different types of rice recipes. Fried rice, it's very easy to make. For the veg fried rice, we require cooked basmati rice, 1 cup. Then we require oil, salt, peeled and finely chopped carrots, 2 tablespoons, finely chopped French beans, 2 tablespoons, water, spring onions, the green part, soy sauce about 2 teaspoons, black pepper powder as per taste, and crushed garlic about 1 to 2 teaspoon. So first, in a saucepan I am going to take water, about 2 to 3 cups of water. Once it's boiled, to this I am going to add the vegetables. I'll add the French beans, finely chopped, peeled and finely chopped carrots, 2 tablespoons each, and let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on high flame. Once they are cooked, we are going to remove them from the water. In another pan, I am going to take some oil, about 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of oil, not much. To this I am going to add crushed garlic, about 1 teaspoon. You may add a little more garlic if you want to. And we are going to saute it on high flame for about 1 to 2 minutes or until the rawness is gone. Then I am going to add cooked basmati rice to this. 1 cup of cooked basmati rice. And we are going to combine everything well on high flame. This is very important. Once it's combined well, to this I am going to add black pepper powder as per taste or about half teaspoon. And then I am going to add salt as per taste. We are going to add soy sauce, so add the salt accordingly. We don't want too much of salt. And then we are going to combine everything well again on high flame. So let it combine nicely. And then I am going to add soy sauce to this. About 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of soy sauce. Yes. Perfect. Again, mix everything well. And then add the boiled vegetables, the French beans and the carrots. Then add the spring onions, finely chopped, the green part, and combine everything well. Done. So this is how our veg fried rice is ready. fruit pulao. For that we require steamed rice, 1 cup, ghee, oil, cinnamon sticks about 1 inch and 2 to 3 cloves, sliced onions, roasted cumin powder, green and black grapes, I have halved them, peeled and finely chopped apple, pomegranate seeds, chopped cashew nuts, raisins and saffron milk. We require salt and cardamom powder. So first in a kadhai I will take oil, two tablespoon oil. To it I am going to add about 1/4 cup of sliced onions. We are going to cook them until they become nice golden brown in color. So keep stirring occasionally and cook on high flame. They are nice golden brown in color. I'll switch off the flame and in another kadhai or pan I will take ghee or clarified butter about 1 tablespoon and then add cloves 2 to 3 and 1 inch cinnamon stick. Cook and then add chopped cashew nuts, 1 tablespoon or about 4 to 5 chopped cashew nuts. And cook them on medium low flame. Then add the raisins, about 12 to 15 raisins, and mix everything well on medium to low flame. Then add 1 cup of cooked basmati rice or long grain rice and mix everything well. Now I am going to add saffron milk to this. About 2 teaspoons of saffron milk. This will give it the nice color. Wow. Then add the salt, pinch of salt, and then add the peeled and finely chopped apples, about 1 tablespoon, and then add the black and green grapes, 4 to 5 each. I have halved them, and then add the pomegranate seeds, about 1 to 2 teaspoon or as per like. Combine everything well on high flame. Then add the roasted cumin powder, 1/4 teaspoon and 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder, and combine everything well. Perfect. And then add the fried onions to this. Mix well on high flame, and our fruit pulao is ready. Deliciously easy fruit pulao. Veg dum biryani. For the veg dum biryani, first of all we require the rice that is soaked in water, dalchini, black pepper, cloves, bay leaf, salt, water and oil. So first, to cook the rice, I'll take 2 cups of basmati rice in a bowl. It's very important to use the basmati rice. I'll take 2 cups of basmati rice and then I'm going to wash the rice thoroughly with water. Now I'll add water to this. I have washed the rice and now I'm going to add water. We are going to soak the rice for about 30 minutes. Till then, in another pan, I will take water, 8 cups of water for 2 cups of rice. So I'll put 8 cups of water in a pan or a kadhai. To this water, I will add 1 bay leaf, 3 to 4 black peppercorns, 3 to 4 cloves, 1 inch cinnamon stick, and salt as per taste. So about 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt or as per taste. And then add oil to this. About 1 tablespoon of oil. And then let this come to a boil. Cover it with the lid. Once it's boiled, I'll open the lid and then add the rice. I have removed the excess water from the rice and I'm going to add the soaked rice. We had soaked it for about half an hour, that is 30 minutes in normal room temperature water, and then we are going to add this to the boiling water. Give it a stir and then let it cook on high flame for about 8 minutes. After 8 minutes or until the rice is half done, I am going to strain the water. So be very careful, it's very hot, and then drain the water with the help of the strainer. You'll see it's nice and cooked, half cooked. And after straining the rice, I'm going to wash this rice with normal room temperature water. This is very important. Then for the fried onions, we require sliced onions and oil. In a kadhai, I will take oil, about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil, and then add 2 large onions to this. Or you may use about 4 to 5 medium-sized onions, sliced onions, and then we are going to cook them on high flame till they become nice dark golden brown in color. Keep the eye on the onions because we don't want to burn them. It won't taste good. So keep stirring occasionally and cook on high flame. You may lower the flame if required. And you'll see it has started to brown. Once it becomes nice dark brown in color, we are going to switch off the flame. It's ready. Now for the vegetable gravy, we require green peas, cauliflower florets, potatoes, carrots, onions, yogurt or curd, cinnamon stick, turmeric, cardamom pods, cloves, Kashmiri red chili powder, shahjeera, bay leaf, biryani masala, ginger garlic paste, paneer, pudina, ghee, salt and water and oil. So in the same pan I will take oil, about 1 to 2 teaspoons, add about 2 to 3 teaspoons of ghee, that is clarified butter. Then add the bay leaf, cardamom pods, cinnamon stick, cloves to the mixture. 3 cloves, 3 cardamom pods, 1 bay leaf, and then add shahjeera. This is very important. This will add to the flavor. About 1 teaspoon. and then add the ginger garlic paste. About 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, and cook it on high flame till the rawness is gone. Mix it nicely. And then add sliced onions to this. So here I am using about 3 to 4 medium sized sliced onions, roughly sliced, and cook them again on high flame. Mix it well. And let the onions become translucent. And then I'm going to add 2 peeled and chopped potatoes, half kg of cauliflower florets, medium sized, half cup of green peas, I'm using frozen green peas, and 1 peeled and chopped carrot. And mix everything well on medium high flame. To this I will add salt as per taste, and then I'm going to add dried pudina or mint leaves. These are dried ones, you may use the fresh ones if you want to, and add the biryani masala, readily available in the market. So 2 teaspoons of pudina and 1 tablespoon of biryani masala. I will add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and Kashmiri red chili powder, about 2 teaspoons. You may use normal red chili powder if you want to, but here I prefer to use Kashmiri red chili powder. And combine everything well and let the spices cook on high flame. Make sure not to burn the spices, so adjust the flame accordingly. And then I am going to add about 1 to 1/4 cup of yogurt or curd. Mix everything well. One cup of yogurt should do it. You will see all the vegetables are nicely coated into the yogurt and the spices. Cook on low flame. And now to this I will add water till the vegetables soak in. And combine everything well on high flame now. Perfect. I'll cover it with the lid and let it cook for about 5 to 7 minutes on medium low flame. After 7 minutes, I'm going to check again. And again, mix it nicely. You'll see the water has evaporated. The vegetables have started cooking. Perfect. And again cover it with the lid and let it cook for the next 7 to 10 minutes. Wow, it's looking amazing. If you feel you need some more water, you may add it at this stage. And the vegetables are now cooked. I'll switch off the flame. And then add paneer cubes to this. This is homemade paneer. So about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons or as per like. And mix it well. I have made the saffron and milk. Added the saffron strands to about 2 tablespoons of hot milk. Now we'll start with the layering of the biryani. The first layer will be the vegetable gravy. Add it to the bottom of the pan. You may use a heavy bottom pan. And then layer it with the cooked rice. So this will be our second layer. Spread it evenly in the kadhai. You'll see the rice is cooked perfectly. Just perfect for our biryani. So our second layer is done. And then I will pour the saffron milk that we have prepared. I have used about 1 teaspoon of saffron strands and added it to about 2 to 3 tablespoons of hot milk and mixed it well. So this will be going on the top of the rice. Then I am going to add the dried mint leaves. Just sprinkle it, or you may add about 3 to 4 pudina leaves, and then layer it with the fried onions, about 1 to 2 teaspoons, and then add about 2 teaspoons of ghee or clarified butter. Now again we are going to repeat the same steps. The vegetable gravy, layer it properly, and then we'll add the rice. So our restaurant style veg dum biryani is getting ready. And then add the saffron milk onto it. Amazing. Can't wait to have this now. But patience is the key. Sprinkle it with some more mint leaves, dried or fresh. And then add the fried onions to it. Put some more clarified butter. And again we are going to layer it with the vegetable gravy. This is the foolproof recipe of the biryani. Do try it. I'm sure you all are going to love this. Layer it with the rice and some more saffron milk. Put some more dried saffron strands. This is optional, but I love it. And sprinkle some more mint leaves, dried or fresh. Put some more fried onions. And some more clarified butter. For the dum, you may need a dough with the wheat flour. But instead of that, I am going to cover the lid with the aluminium foil, which is much easier. Seal it properly so that no steam escapes. and cover it properly. Now, first I'm going to put a tawa onto the flame or the gas stove, and then I'm going to place our biryani pot onto it. Now we're going to cook this for 25 to 30 minutes on very low flame. And after 30 minutes, I'm going to switch off the flame, and after 5 minutes, I'm going to open the lid. This is very important. And you'll see our perfectly done biryani, just like the restaurant, is ready. It's that easy to make it at home. So do try the recipe and let me know how it worked for you. So yeah, our veg dum biryani with shorba is ready. Garnishing it with some fried onions and some coriander leaves. Mexican rice.
For that we require boiled rice or steamed rice, whatever it is thoroughly cooked. Then we require onions, tomatoes, carrots, sweet corn boiled, boiled green peas, tomato ketchup or tomato sauce, whatever you like, coriander leaves, chili flakes. This is Mexican spice mix. If you don't have this, you may totally exclude this. It's not an issue. Then we require jalapenos. I have just cut them into halves, roughly chopped. Then this is black pepper powder, olives, black olives. I'm using black olives which are already sliced. Then this is red chili powder. And we require olive oil and salt as per taste. So let's start. In a hot pan, we are going to heat our olive oil. Then we'll add our onions and saute them for about a minute. Then we'll add our chopped carrots and mix it. Now don't add salt at this stage, because then the carrots will shrink and you will not get the proper taste of the carrots. But we'll add a little bit of water to help the carrots cook quickly, and we'll mix this. We'll cover it with a lid and let it cook for about 1 to 2 minutes on a low flame. Now we'll open the lid and add our green peas which are already boiled. You may also add boiled cooked rajma or kidney beans. Now we'll add our tomatoes. Keep stirring this for 2 minutes on high flame. Now we'll add some boiled sweet corn. We'll add our tomato sauce. Red chili flakes. Mexican spice mix. Black pepper powder and red chili powder. We'll mix this and let the spices cook thoroughly, and you may add a little water if you want to, but not much, because we want it a bit thick in consistency. We don't want to make it a runny rice. But before adding water, just make sure that your spices have cooked thoroughly for about 2 to 3 minutes. We'll add water at this stage. Add water just enough to deglaze the pan. At this stage, I am going to add salt. I have not added salt while cooking the rice, so I am going to add it just right now before adding the rice. We'll add rice now and we'll mix it. Combine everything really well. Now we'll add the jalapenos and olives. Mix it well and your rice is ready. So now we'll just garnish it with some tomato sauce. Then we'll top it with some boiled sweet corn, jalapenos, olives, chili flakes, and coriander leaves. So this is how our Mexican rice is ready.
Zira rice. So let's learn how to make Jeera rice perfectly. We require cooked basmati rice. Now to cook the basmati rice, first of all, we require the basmati rice. This is 1 cup of basmati rice. I'm going to wash it thoroughly with water and then add 2 cups of water to it. I'm going to pressure cook it, so add water to the pressure cooker and keep the vessel in it. Pressure cook this for up to 4 to 6 whistles or until the rice is cooked perfectly. Once the pressure is gone, we are going to remove the lid of the pressure cooker and we get the perfectly cooked basmati rice. We require cumin seeds, clarified butter, caraway seeds, coriander leaves and salt. So in a pan, first I'll add the clarified butter or ghee, let it melt and then add cumin seeds 2 teaspoons, 1 teaspoon of caraway seeds, mix it well and add rice. Mix again and add the salt as per taste and coriander leaves. Mix it well and let it cook on low flame. Till then I have also burnt the charcoal, as you can see. Once it's burnt properly, I will make a well like in the rice and put a small bowl inside it. And then take the burnt charcoal, place it in the small vessel and then I am going to put some oil on the charcoal and then cover it immediately with a lid. Now let the aromas get into the rice for up to 2 minutes and then open the lid after 2 minutes. Wow, amazing. Now our rice is ready. So this is how our Jeera rice is ready. Paneer tikka rice, long grain rice or basmati rice, oil, this is normal curd, capsicum, paneer cut into cubes or cottage cheese, de-seeded tomatoes, onions, this is hung curd, ground cumin and coriander, turmeric, Kashmiri red chili powder, garam masala, red chili powder, tandoori masala, coriander leaves, lemon juice, salt, butter, and this is the hung curd, capsicum and carrot and onion mixture with the black pepper powder and salt in it. So in a mixing bowl I will first take the hung curd. This is homemade hung curd. One to 2 tablespoons. Then add yogurt to it or curd, 2 tablespoons, and give it a quick whisk. Then add the Kashmiri red chili powder, turmeric, ground cumin and coriander, garam masala, red chili powder, tandoori masala and mix it well. Then I will add lemon juice to it, about half teaspoon. Add some salt. Again mix it well. Then add the paneer cubes to it. Let it coat nicely. So once the paneer is coated well with the marinade, I will remove the paneer cubes in another bowl and then refrigerate it for about 15 minutes. Then add the mayonnaise and hung curd and vegetable mixture. Then add the onions, sliced onions, de-seeded and sliced tomatoes, capsicum sliced, and then mix it well. When the paneer is ready, I will take the paneer cubes on a baking dish. We are going to do it in the convection. So add very little oil on every the paneer cube. Preheat the oven at 220 degrees Celsius and then bake for 8 minutes on each side. I'm doing for 4 minutes right now, but later I have baked for 8 minutes. Then remove the baking dish and flip the paneer very carefully. It's hot right now. And then again at 220 degrees Celsius for 8 minutes. So this is how the paneer tikka is ready. I'll remove it very carefully. The aromas have filled the kitchen. Excellent. This is how the paneer is ready. Now our marinade of the vegetables is also ready now after 15 minutes. I'm going to take a kadhai or pan non-stick and add oil to it. Then add some butter. Once the butter melts, I will add the vegetables, the marinated vegetables, and then cook it nicely till it becomes thick in consistency. It should start leaving the sides of the pan. Then I will shift it to another side and then add oil in the same kadhai. Add the Kashmiri red chili powder, ground cumin and coriander, turmeric, garam masala, red chili powder and tandoori masala. Mix it well on medium-low flame. Once the spices have cooked, I will mix it and then add cooked rice to it. I'm using basmati rice or long grain rice. This is cooked already. Then mix it well on high flame. Then add the remaining butter. This is as per your choice. Then make a well like in the pan. Again add some oil and butter. Let the butter melt and then mix everything well. Then add salt as per taste. Mix again and then put our paneer tikkas. These are done in the oven or convection actually. Add some lemon juice and mix again. So this is how our delicious tempting paneer tikka rice is ready. I'll remove it in a serving plate. Top it with some butter and coriander leaves. Now for the onions, I've just sliced them, added lemon juice, red chili powder and salt to it and some coriander leaves. So this is how the onions look. Delicious and tempting. Okay, so this is how our paneer tikka rice is ready. And this is how our 6 different rice recipes are ready. Please do like my video, subscribe to my channel, The Joy of Cooking. Hit the bell icon for the notifications of the new videos that I share. Follow me on Pinterest, Instagram and Facebook. I am Aishwarya Sunil Bivalkar signing off. Take care, stay tuned and I'll see you next time.